my God. How you doing over there?
Are we live?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're live. It's happening.
Bug.
You getting a good visual?
Oh, I'm just dialing it in, brother.
Do you stream the video of your podcasts elsewhere?
So, right now we are live on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook.
Oh.
At the same time. And then what I do is I take the audio from this stream and I clean it up a little bit and I put it to my podcast aggregator, who then is Podbean, and they send it to everywhere that normal people listen to podcasts.
Like Spotify.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I
and whatever Apple streaming service.
Yeah.
Are you on YouTube Red?
I don't know. One really cool thing Podbean does is they'll take the audio podcast that I publish and they'll create a YouTube video of the audio with the logo for my podcast. So like
right.
I don't have
when you look up like a song and instead of having a live performance or the music video,
DistroKid
it's
does
just
that.
like the picture of the album with
Yes. DistroKid does that with my all my original music also.
Okay.
Which is a lot of fun. Team, we missed the podcast last week and it was intentional, right? Because I noticed that our 20th episode is our next episode. Not this one right now. This is a bonus. This is a baby brother visit bonus episode of Jacob V Weekly. But because obviously you can see some things are under construction. I have an empty McDonald's cup here. I have a roll of paper towels. This is some dolphin safe styrofoam because I kind of did a smoking barrels mukbang while I was setting up. And you can see there's some camera display stuff. We got some new gear. I got a new little camera for over here. We got another camera like the one I like that is on my baby brother on the couch cam, because we are going to start doing a lot of things that we'll start talking about with Joe next episode. I gave Joe the night off because we just had some catching up to do, some housekeeping. We want to start doing live bands down here like Wayne's World.
That'd be fun.
You know what I mean? Like I'm going to clear some space over there in front of the bar and kind of do like a tiny desk thing with some of my friends' bands. And so I talked to some friends of mine that are two different bands to kind of beta test that with me. So we'll talk about that. Lots going on. So let's see. Where do we even get started? Clay, I sent you some stuff. Clay was worried that we wouldn't have things to talk about.
I'm not going to lie. The music's oversaturating, and it's blocking out your voice a little bit. I can barely hear you.
Oh, you know what I hate is it was on for you. It was not on for everybody else.
I like the music.
Oh no, I know. I just had it going to your headphone feed still. I didn't know. I didn't know I had to turn it off separately. So everyone else was fine.
I didn't really pick up on half.
We got Josh in the chat.
Hi, Josh. So what were we talking about?
Oh, that's good. That is good. Tater casserole. Just some of the stuff's been under construction on the podcast and whatnot.
Oh no, yeah, I heard most of it. It's just the music made it a little bit.
Oh, I sent you some stuff to think about because you were worried about having stuff to talk about. One thing that we talked about talking about was Chris D'Elia posted a video on his YouTube channel after being silent for several months.
Yeah, after, I think since like June, where the original allegations came out.
Right, that he was like DMing underage girls on Instagram, and then he kind of came out on Saturday and explained that he's been, really introspective, and he's, learned a lot about identifying as a sex addict, and then also kind of looking at how his misinterpretation of his own celebrity kind of led him to maybe abuse some privileges in a way that were that's how he worded it.
I don't know if I would call access to underage
well, and that's the thing is
privilege.
There's no evidence that he ever had any kind of a physical relationship with an underage female.
There are shared emails and such and text exchange that were screenshot. Yeah.
Oh, was it like that?
Yeah, there's several. Yeah. Now not all.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better.
Not all of them are proved to be legitimate, but
that makes me feel so much better because my initial response, even throughout his 9.5-minute apology or whatever on YouTube, was that, hey, go fuck yourself.
Right. I feel like he was more using his fandom, like his fan base is like a excuse. Like, oh, I'm famous now, so
I'm
it
so
just
famous.
comes easier to me.
I didn't know that you
I'm
couldn't
a
just
sex
fuck everything
addict.
that moves when
Woe
you're
is
famous.
me. It caused me to hurt my fiance and my friends. And it's like, go fuck yourself. In the entire 9.5 minute apology, he didn't say one thing about the, accused talking to or having sexual encounters with minors.
Great.
And I mean, I guess maybe it depends on what state you're watching it in, but at the same time, we're not in Arkansas.
Okay, so the chat's blowing up. They want to know what I was eating. Yeah, I just finished off some potato casserole from Smoking Barrels Barbecue on Kings Highway, just down the road from my house. We frequent that spot. I kind of accidentally did a whole mukbang here while we were setting up. I had some pulled pork. I had the smoked chicken, which is my favorite
What's
thing.
a mukbang?
That's where you eat like a bunch of food.
I thought, well, is it a mukbang? But then, like, if it's two different places, then it's a bang bang.
That's a bang bang. A mukbang is like you eat a whole bunch of food like all at once. I
Like
think
a
it's
buffet?
a Korean word. No, I mean it's like people do it on YouTube. You've never watched a mukbang?
No, maybe like clips of them that were like shared for like ASMR reasons or just because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like watching a very, very small person eat a 7-pound bowl of ramen.
Easy.
What I applaud them and their dedication to their craft.
Yeah.
Just downing a whole bowl of hot ass pho
Hot
on
ass.
camera. It's impressive, especially the
Well-
smaller they are. Like if they're my size, then it's like, oh, okay, good for you. I could do that. I could hate myself tomorrow.
What are you,
Why not?
6'7"?
Yeah, 6'7", last I checked.
Because for the listeners, because you're seated currently.
6'7", about 290 pounds of pure
Whoa.
beef.
I didn't ask you how much you weighed.
I don't really care. I'm just kind of at this point. Yeah,
What are you drinking, you saucy legend?
I'm drinking a cheap domestic beer.
I'm gonna pull up a mukbang for Clay just on my side monitor here, and I'm gonna take Josh's recommendation for a
good mukbang.
Oh no, he said bukkake bangs are good.
That's different.
Different website.
Different. Yes.
That's why YouTube doesn't have any results. Whoops!
Don't want to do that.
Whoa!
Not on the stream.
No. No. So yeah, Smoking Barrels Barbecue tater casserole. It's a hot, cheesy funeral tater style. Clay, what did you eat today? There's a theme on the show. We can talk about this officially.
Oh, what have I eaten?
What have you eaten?
I don't think I've eaten really a lot.
You haven't eaten.
Well, no, I woke up and
You know what time it is?
I woke up and I had protein powder, and then I went to the gym, and then I had more protein powder after the gym, and I haven't really had solid food today. And it's my day off, so I can do that if I want to.
See, some of these mukbangs are ASMR.
Right, a lot of people want to hear like people slurping
what is
up
this?
some noodles, or like eating one of those oysters that has the big dick shaped thing coming out of
Will
it.
you just watch your mouth?
Do you know what I'm talking about though? The oyster that's got the big old phallic thing just coming out the side of it,
I'm not into that.
and they kill it,
My
and then
favorite
it
girl-
drains itself out the tip. Very, very phallic.
Whoa.
Very, very much like a peen and anything in between. You know what I mean?
I'm pulling up this girl I like that does these.
Sure.
Cheesy, spicy fire noodles and mozzarella cheese balls. Oh, it's frozen food series? Nah.
I like mozzarella
So
cheese.
you're maintaining that you didn't eat anything today?
I haven't had solid food today, and I didn't think about it. I've had 2 powdered meals.
What?
Yeah, I'm basically living in space. I mix them with water
Who is your provider?
of my powdered meals. Are you asking me this?
Yes.
I go to supplement superstores and I get a lot of products of First Form, which is a smaller business that's locally owned, I believe, and
You don't know that.
provides a lot
You
of
don't know
really
that. It is
good,
or it isn't.
supplements and meal replacement.
Just because you
stuffs.
bought it in St. Louis.
And then I'm pretty sure that First Form is local, at least to this. I think it's Missouri based, at least.
Really?
I'm not 100% certain. I didn't really do the research on it. I just like their stuff. And then I use basically the Canadian equivalent of Gold Standard Whey, as a meal replacement protein. I don't remember the name of it. It's something stupid like All Star or something like that. And they're really good. And apparently in Canada, there's more regulations and rules when it comes to whey protein powder production, so it's safer, according to the employees at the supplement superstores, which are always very nice and informative. And then, see, I would love to eat all of the stuff that she's eating.
Oh, you watching Honey Eats?
The pizza and tacos?
Well, this is just a Taco Bell mukbang. So
Is that a taco? Is that a taco pizza then? Is it a Mexican pizza?
That's a Mexican pizza. It must have
From this
been.
angle, it just looks like a standard pizza.
No, that's a Mexican pizza. I'm not putting her on the screen because I learned my lesson with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you don't want
And
to
then
do
she's
that.
just got, looks like taco supremes. There's a chalupa in there.
I would fuck that up. I would fuck that up way faster than she's
So
doing
we
it.
should do a mukbang for the show.
Yeah, if someone wants to
Now
just
that I
watch
got-
me eat
now that I got all these
disgusting amount of
cameras.
food, I could do that.
Man, my Twitch chat is just ratchet right now. You guys are having fun.
Are you talking about the bukkake
Well,
stuff?
we got them started with the bukkake bang, and then I got this. They're having a lot of fun with my paper towels back here.
My favorite thing
You
is,
have to have paper towels if you're operating a podcast.
My
You have
favorite
to.
thing is that the first time I saw the word bukkake, I said bookcake. And every time now I think bukkake, I think bookcake.
Joe, clip that, please, for the gram.
Bookcake.
That whole last thing of him talking about boo cake.
Oh, I mean, it turned out it was bukkake. My fault for being raised in the Midwest or whatever, and just
Oh,
being
so it's mom's fault?
borderline illiterate, and I thought it was.
You
buckcake.
probably are kind of bored.
I'm just
You're probably
uncultured,
subliterate.
and that's all it is. I mean, the only time I left the country was to go sit on a resort in Mexico, and I hated it
Christ.
because I felt like they were just trying
We
to
got a new
force
follower.
something on me, and I was like, I'd rather experience just the raw stuff than these dancers in this poolside service. There were dancers.
Where?
They were hired to perform acrobatics one evening, and then the next day there was a pool party that we were invited to. That they were all there in like speedos and shit, like dancing. And I was like, "Are these the same miserable people that were doing like ribbon acrobatic techniques and stuff the night before?" And I was just like, "Yeah, no,
Like,
that one right there. I recognized that one."
Aerials.
He had less glitter on this time, but he was he just looked really dead in the eyes, and I bet he was making not great money and just.
Who are you even
showing
talking
off.
about? I totally disassociated there for a minute.
That's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I was on a resort in Cancun. It doesn't matter.
Jesus.
I know. It was a horrible vacation.
Okay. God.
Cancun was beautiful. Just, the overall resort life experience is a little bit.
Did you vote?
Yes.
You voted in the presidential election?
Yeah, I voted for Hillary Duff.
I can see where you would have gotten that idea from with all the signs.
Mm-hmm.
Last time. I mean,
I just feel like she has more to say than Kanye, so.
I would
vote
love
that.
to hear what Hillary Duff's platform is. I would at least want to know where she's going with it. I mean, she could be laying down some grassroots for 2024. She's got to be 35 by now, right?
Yeah, and then her campaign was fully backed by Claire's.
Boutique?
Yep.
I think they went out of business. Have you watched the news in the last 4 years?
No, dude, I've been living on a hole. All I do is I go to the gym, I go to work, I go home, and I play video games, and I look at basically nothing.
What have you been playing? People always ask me what I'm playing because I have this rig and I do a little streaming here and there.
I like bouncing around. I've taken a really hard break from Call of Duty based games like Warzone and such. I just felt like it was toxic, and
Wait,
there was so
just
much
the Call of
cheating
Duty?
and stuff. Yeah, no, I haven't played Call of Duty in weeks, but
No, but I didn't. But
I've been
Or do you
playing-
mean you're out of battle royales right now?
well, I mean, I've been playing Apex Legends.
Okay,
which
because
is
I still do
great.
that.
Love that.
Hillary is 33, dude, so she would totally be eligible to run for president in 2024.
Yeah, I wrote her in. There wasn't really a bubble for.
So you're doing like a grassroots, get her name on the board now.
100%. Because
It'd be
I
like,
think in the next
hey,
8
like
years we
30s
could really have something going.
Yeah, 30 psychotic white dudes voted for Hillary Duff, and then
It was actually just me. It was just me putting in, fake ballots.
you just rented apartments for a single month in 30 states.
You act like that doesn't happen.
I would if I had the money. I'd want to vote everywhere
Why do you think I'm broke?
from all that rent.
But anyway, back to the video games thing. Also, Rocket League is a lot of fun if you ever get a chance.
You know what? I almost downloaded it the other day
I
because Danielle
fucking
and I
love
were
it.
playing.
It's soccer with rocket cars. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
what's to lose? And then also I've been playing since I got it for free, Battlefront 2 by EA. which is that Star Wars based game. Which
Oh,
remember
that's
we
on
really
sale. I
enjoyed
was
it.
thinking about getting that.
It's so much fun. I play it with Kai. It's great. It's a wonderful time. And also, there's a co-op mode where you basically are facing a bunch of AIs, and it's almost like therapeutic. You're not competing against people. You're just ripping
I would enjoy
through
that.
fake things.
I just bought Titanfall 2 for $5.
Very fun game.
Oh my god, it's amazing. And it's beautiful on this monitor. You know what I mean?
I bet it looks wonderful. I
And
bet the colors
so,
really pop.
If you're in the chat and you've been watching any of my my Twitch streams, I actually stream on all the same platforms we do the podcast, but I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends, but it's based in the Titanfall universe. So
Yes.
a lot of the
By
weapons
Respawn.
and stuff is the same. Yeah. And so
Which they're owned by EA, but they really kind of do their own thing.
right. So
Worried about that.
yeah, so that's a lot of fun. That's been a lot of fun for me to kind of try that out. I also got Sims 4 because it was also literally $5.
You're still watching that mukbang to the right, huh?
I left it on for you.
I just forgot about it.
No, this is my favorite
I
thing.
understand the point of it, and I feel
Look at her
like
do the sauce.
I feel like a petite Asian woman doing it is more entertaining than like me doing it. Because
No, I watch Honey Eats
me
for
doing
hours.
that, I could probably do that in like
Look at those
5 minutes,
eyebrows.
and it'd just
Her
be done.
eyebrows are so clutch. I'm kind of jealous because you have that. I am a fabulous host. You have a lovely couch. You got a nice microphone. You got a nice mukbang. This is 1080p.
Is that 1080p?
That's 1080p right
I
there.
feel like you need to adjust the brightness settings on it. I feel like it looks a little bit,
Well, that monitor's old as dick.
that's probably it. You're running 1080p on a monitor from 2004.
They're almost the same number, like the year that was made, and the number of pixels.
Clever. Anyway, yeah, no, I would just I could knock out all that food that she had in one drunken evening. I'm pretty sure I've done it recently. Last night I ate $16 worth of White Castle just out of self-loathing.
No! Why were you mad?
No,
Where is there even a White Castle?
I just
by
saw
you?
a White Castle and I was like, you know what? Fine. I haven't had it in a while. I got me some chicken rings and I got me some double cheese sliders, and I had to like fight off my cat the entire time I was eating them.
You got them all the way home.
I ate the chicken rings on the way home. Let's be honest, that wasn't going to
Well,
happen.
no, I mean, I'll boof the whole. That's not something I would want to bring into my
No
house.
dipping sauce.
You didn't sauce the rings.
They were out. They had a sign on the thing.
They
that
said we
"We're
don't
out
have
of-
any
we're
sauce.
Out of ranch. They were out of honey mustard.
They were
Those are
out of
two I would've
honey
gotten.
mustard. I would have just left.
No, that was there.
I don't
I was
understand.
there for the raw goods.
Here's what I don't understand: is why you go from casually. Yeah, I'll just have a little bit of White Castle.
Yeah, $16 worth of White Castle. So it wasn't really like a little.
But here's the thing: if I'm having White Castle, I leave my house specifically to go straight there, and I eat it before it even makes it back to the house, because that craving is so acute.
That's dangerous. Just
The
like playing
craving is so
Pokemon Go
acute,
while
though.
driving. It's dangerous.
It's so rare that I crave White Castle that like it's a very specific thing. Now you're saying that just coincidentally you happened perchance upon a White Castle,
Well,
and then you said, "Oh, okay, I'll do that." But then it wasn't a deal breaker that they didn't have the fucking honey mustard for the chicken ring.
Well, Jacob, you also have to understand that we have to support local businesses. You know there are no White Castles in Kansas City, Missouri? I spent 2 years in that city, and I did not have White Castles the entire time for 2 years. Sometimes when I buy White Castles, I just got to support them. Also, segue, did you hear about Jack in the Box?
Yeah, the guy that owns like 70 of them here locally is going bankrupt.
Straight up bankrupt. What was the category 11, whatever? I don't.
Chapter 11.
Yeah, that
Good
one.
God, you may be subliterate.
I didn't go to college enough. I went to junior college twice.
It's like a theme of the show.
But yeah, that's crazy.
It's okay. My friend went
imagine
to-
not being able to get Jack in the Box tacos for your poor mother when she's hungover after a night of whiskey
Well,
drinking.
that's
with her
the
friend.
thing. We have to have one for Mother.
Yeah, that one if that one could stay like going at 55 in Bayless, I think that's all we need. The rest can just get
You
shut
not
down.
dox my poor sweet elderly mother.
She didn't even live close to there. It's just close enough to there. That's the closest Jack in the
That's
Box
true.
to her. It really says nothing about where
But
she.
here's the thing: now they can just hit that Jack in Box. They know how to hit us where it hurts.
It's true. That'd
All
be
my
horrible.
haters out there.
I remember one time I was sent to get 25 tacos from that Jack in the Box, and they were very upset.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't tell
I've
if they
hit
were
them
more
with
upset
40.
that it was an uneven number, or
I've
if
hit
they
them
were
with
more
no.
upset
You
that
know
it
what?
was
When I hit them with 40, it was the one on Telegraph.
Why would you do that? 40 tacos.
It wasn't for me. I was for the whole crew. That was like whole crew love.
Thank you.
We did a Friendsgiving one year where we all brought our favorite fast food. Somebody brought a Crave case of
Yeah,
the Whiteys.
it's the easiest way to go.
And I think I brought a bunch of Jack in the Box tacos. And I think
Do you see that they have a smaller version of the Crave case now? The Crave case is 30, then they have a 20-pack.
the clutch.
The Crave Clutch, yes.
A clutch is like a wallet purse that a lady might carry.
You know, if you paid for it, I would eat a whole Crave Clutch on camera for your people.
Well, go get it. I can do this by myself for 15 minutes.
No, I'm not prepared for that today.
Do it.
No.
Oh, would that be sweet? Okay, somebody drop me $15
Another time.
in the chat, and I'm going to send Clay to White Castle
I don't
to get.
feel like doing. Where's the nearest White Castle?
Kings
On
Highway,
Kings
brother.
Highway,
It's right there.
I don't want to go into Princeton Heights to get fucking White Castle. I just want to sit here.
Come on!
I did not mentally prepare myself for this situation. I'm drinking beer. I'm already
That's
bloated.
true.
I can't do it.
Yeah, that's true. You have a little nose candy, you fucking bastard.
No.
Me neither.
Who does?
Oh my god! In this economy,
Right? And during a pandemic?
and then you're gonna put it in your nostril.
In the
This is
Biden
exactly what I said.
administration?
In your nostril, it's nose to nose. That's how the virus spreads.
I thought it was about bat soup.
But then it got in the guy's nose because he sneezed while he was eating the soup, and then the soup particles got in his nostril cavity. You know, like when it feels like you're drowning, but it's soup.
That makes sense. And that also explains...
And that's how the bat toxins got into his brain.
And it came from China,
it's
where
from,
in major cities they already wear masks because of the smog levels.
Listen, don't get me canceled. We're only
genius.
We're only 21 minutes in. People
I'm
are
just
actually
saying,
watching this.
if there was one way to really
I can't
take
have
out
you
the
say
rest of the
anything
world so they
xenophobic
can
on my
take it over,
podcast.
man, wow. They are crafty.
But yeah, so that's exactly though. He was wearing a mask, but the bat particles got in his nose from the soup.
Makes sense. You ever smell soup? It's like the best part of the soup.
Well, you got to sniff it.
You ever get a big old bowl of Takatsu ramen and just fucking...
Well, and what if you don't know if it's like butternut squash or cheese? You got to smell it so you know which way it's going. Because if you think you're getting a mouthful of cheese and it's butternut squash,
Also, like the level of pepper that's in it might also have anything to do with it. You just want to make sure that
Pepper?
you get a big old nair full of that stock and that seasoning. You know. Also, it can open up your sinuses. Chicken soup's good for the soul.
but you
and
don't
the
want your sinuses to be too open.
Well, I mean, if it's all stopped up, you just want to be able to have some proper flow. You don't want to get a sinus infection that can cause other issues. Things happen that way.
Have you seen they do the balloon sinuplasty now, where they put like a balloon in your sinal cavity, sinus, and they just inflate it? I wonder if it would also kind of simultaneously like lift out some wrinkles.
I don't know. That was too much in the mic.
I got a kitten over here. Yeah, I like how you burp straight into the
I got
mic and
one
then
right
you
here,
talk
too.
away from it.
Yeah, I'm going to talk over here, but I'm going to burp right into it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
I feel like we digressed and we never really went back.
So what?
Whatever we were talking about.
But that's what I'm saying.
We talked about Chris D'Elia for like 2 seconds.
You know, because I'm done with him. Because I'm done with him.
I kind of want to revisit the idea because it's
Well,
like...
because here's my thing.
Well,
It's
no,
because
just
I felt
another
bad at
person
first.
using a scapegoat to try to get away from the fact that his career got ruined for him doing something that was morally wrong.
That's the thing, and that's one thing that he said that I did like in his 9.5-minute apology on YouTube this weekend was that he did say, "I thought all guys would do what I was doing in my position."
Yeah, sure. A person of
Oh,
power...
I just got fucked up by that cat.
person of power taking advantage of a minor because of their celebrity status and their popularity, and it's like,
And then he
then
said-
it's that whole fucking thing that's been happening for hundreds of years.
But then he said
But
that
think
he
about it.
that
Think
he
about it.
now
No.
realizes that not everybody would have done that same thing. If I was out on the road,
it's that fake fucking like broed up cool guy vibe that's been picked up for decades by different people.
so you're talking of like a toxic masculine.
Well, I mean,
Thing.
who was the cool guy in Dazed and Confused? Matthew McConaughey. And what was one of his major lines? My favorite thing about high school girls, I get older, they stay the same age. All right.
Don't do that.
Like that
Don't
fucking
do that.
thing, that's fucked up.
Don't do
But
that.
back then, it was hilarious. Back then, it was a fucking line.
Well,
that
that's
stayed with
part
them.
of the thing.
And no one's even upset, of course, because it's a role. But
It's fiction.
yeah, but anyone can act. Chris Daly or whatever, he's had
D'Elia.
whatever the fuck. I don't
That's
care.
a
I don't care what his fucking
microaggression.
name is. His name's Chris. He's got a weird last name. Fuck him.
Microaggression.
He has 2 roles in his career as an actor where he plays a fucking pedophile. You think that's weird?
That's an unfortunate coincidence.
One
at
was
the
recent.
least.
One was way back in the Workaholics days, but the one was
Oh,
more
I'm
recent. Netflix show You. It was about like a fucking obsessive serial killer, hopeless romantic, pretty boy, weird psycho guy. Chris D'Elia is in that, and he's literally grooming a fucking like 16-year-old, and he
Are
ends
you a
up
big
drugging her
podcast
drink.
guy?
Huh?
Are you a big podcast guy?
I listen to a few small ones. Very
Brian
niche
Callen
podcasts.
is friends with him and got canceled also.
Who?
Brian Callen is another comedian that's friends with all of them and got canceled around the same time for being abusive or kind of rapey. And then, but it's kind of the up in the air thing, and he's been kind of trying to come back again.
Well, it's the whole
showing
thing
up to things. I'm like, guys,
here's
what I said. I commented this on the Chris D'Elia video even on YouTube and said, like, what is justice been restored anywhere? Obviously, someone expressed that he did something that or had a pattern of behavior that made them uncomfortable, and maybe he did some self-reflection. But like, we didn't take any money out of his pocket. He's still loaded. I'm sure
he can't get work now, and that's his problem. Is he knows that there's a
he's
time
probably
limit
got more money
on
than
his level of financial comfort.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure, I'm sure he has plenty of money to get himself through some time now. He does have apparently a child that he'll have to probably pay for the education for and things like that. Hopefully,
as opposed to,
I'm sure that he's.
I really got cut
I'm sure
by your
he's
cat.
thinking of he doesn't want to be a failed celebrity that has to work as like a fucking Walmart greeter or something.
That's not
weird
going to happen to
in
Chris
his
D'Elia.
50s because he runs out of money. It
could
might.
tour the
he's
country.
trying to salvage his career by saying he's a sex addict to get out of the trouble for interacting sexually with minors and grooming.
You still feel like that even after watching his apology?
Yeah, no, I think the apology was total bullshit.
Good, that's how I felt.
And I think he was acting.
Why do I feel
I think
bad?
He's capable of
Why do I
acting
feel bad for still being mad at him?
because he was really, really good at being sincere.
He
on
seemed
camera.
really sad. He seemed really bummed
Yeah, I'd
out
be
that
sad
he.
too if I got fucking canceled. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'm more famous than I've ever been, and then finally someone comes out and says, "Oh, he was kind of weird to me, bro," and then. I
also heard deeper shit than that. I heard that he would have friends give girls that he wanted to talk to. They knew it was wrong to talk to them. He would give them access to like different phone numbers that were like he had like fucking burners, and he had another alter ego in Snapchat that he could communicate with these minors with because he knew.
You
it was
remember the
fucking
YouTube
wrong.
thing where he was like, where he got caught on camera realizing that you can save Snapchats, and it like
Yes.
zooms on his, yeah, you saw that.
Yeah. That was a fucking thing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so nuts. And it's not just him. I mean, it all follows the whole start of the Me Too movement and things like that. And then the Weinstein thing and all of that. And then it's
The Harvey
it's
Weinstein
more
thing.
than just people of power using their power to take advantage of women, but it's also about full-on just hard-dicked pedophilia.
Why do they gotta be hard-dicked?
I mean, they might not be hard-dicked, and that's why they have to resort to fucking minors because they're so insecure with themselves.
Jesus.
I mean, let's be honest. Half of those dudes.
I really don't think we
half
should
those dudes that are
speculate.
30
I don't think-
and banging 17-year-olds are trying to is because they can't get anyone with anyone their age.
They don't have the maturity to attract a partner of their own age.
Or they're just bullshit and they know it, and no one that is actually in their group cares for them, so they go to lower, not lower, I don't know, like younger groups because they're still cool in that group, especially celebrities.
Because I don't want people to think that I'm just like, people have to always stay canceled once they're canceled.
It's not like they're paying a penance. No, I mean, if you fuck a minor, you fucked a minor.
Yeah, I mean, that's bad, right?
It's like, wait, you want that guy that like tried to rape his like 3-month-old niece? Wait till his niece is 18 and then forgive him? No. The guy tried to fuck a 3-month-old.
The guy from Lost Prophets?
No, I don't think this was like a celebrity. I think this
Oh,
was
God,
this was like a Florida man story.
Was that the band's name? The Lost Prophets?
I don't know.
The guy ended up being like major creepo, like hardcore pedophile. It was awful. Hey, we could change the subject, but I was just wanting to make sure.
It's a heavy topic that has many rabbit holes.
Rabbit holes. It's like a wheel of cheese.
But those rabbits holes are of
No. Yeah, those are consenting rabbits.
Consenting adult rabbit holes.
That's all we really cover on this show. That's really our target. Target. Oh, target.
That's really, I guess, all I got to say about that. Actually, is like, no, I don't believe his apology.
No, I
I
needed
think
you
he put
to
on
check
a
my
good show
vibe.
for 9.5 minutes, and then he can go fuck himself. And
That's what I said.
eventually, maybe he'll get paid to advertise lip balm.
No,
in
that's the
Japan.
thing. If in 20 years he wanted to try to sell me a reverse mortgage, absolutely, Ernie. Thank you for joining the party. Chris D'Elia, if he wants to sell me a reverse mortgage in 30 years, I'm hip. But right now, I mean, like, I kind of am over the accent and the hair and is it a beard? Is it not? It's kind of like it's drawn, like his face is like painted like that. Homer Simpson.
He fit into that L.A. fucking vibe scene.
And it's all dead now anyway.
Just like how at one point, and I'm not comparing the two based on their life choices, but really more career based and like timing. But like, remember when Dane Cook was really cool?
Yeah.
And he like wore the fucking Express for Men t-shirts and had all that shit going on. And he was really good at telling stories about whatever. And then it's just all this guy was, except for I'm pretty sure Dane Cook wasn't fucking minors.
Pretty sure.
I don't know any. I know that he.
There's no way to know.
I know he was accused of stealing jokes, and that
we don't know if all the girls were legal, Ernie. We don't know. That's not. We were just talking about his apology.
But we can also talk about
that
on many different levels. Drake is still a very accomplished fucking musician, and he's been outed by multiple people for trying to groom minors. And then like, what was he? Didn't he date a girl for like 3 years that he met when she was like 15 and dated her when she was like 18? And
yeah, it's like some R. Kelly shit. Remember, he was like married to Aaliyah, and Aaliyah was like 15.
People were telling Millie Bobby Brown.
Yes.
People were telling Millie Bobby Brown, like, hey, don't be friends with him. What do you talk to him about?
Jake,
she's like, I talk to him about boys and stuff. And it's like, yeah,
you're
he's
talking
trying to get ideas.
You're
in her
talking to a
head.
grown Canadian.
You're
a whole baby.
I'm also really going out of the way with just being aggressive about it. But it's
just
no.
That's good, because I was worried that I was being too
celebrity status grooming idea is not new. It's not new. Didn't Elvis marry a fucking 15-year-old?
So one of them married a baby. I think it was wasn't it Jerry Lee Lewis married his cousin who was like 14 and a girl?
That's even better.
And then
I don't know, man. It just
and then William Shatner drowned his wife in the pool, but I think she was an adult.
I didn't hear that one, but okay, that's fine.
You didn't know about Billy Shatner?
Billy Shatner drowned his wife in a pool.
Can you talk to my new bust while I go pee and get a sparkling water?
What's the bust's name?
What do you want to name him? That's kind of the thing. I just picked him up on my way home.
Oh, you haven't named it?
No, him. It's definitely a him. I'm getting a masculine energy.
Do they have a name?
That's the thing. I don't want to assume the bust's gender.
Right. Does that bust have a name? What if I just call it It?
Can you talk to him and try to figure out what you think his name is?
You want me to talk to an inanimate object that looks like a face?
We're absolutely live on the air, and I really have to pee, so I need you to talk to him.
I think you're going to come back to less viewers. That's fine. So, hello, Bust. I'm going to call you Buster. What's up, Buster? Buster Brown. That's your name. Fuck it. We're giving it to you. Unless you speak up and tell us otherwise. You are officially Buster Brown from St. Louis town. Maybe not originally. I don't know you well enough. Man, that got solved very quickly. Buster Brown. Woo. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. King, what do I talk about? You got these two gorgeous cats that live in this basement. And they have access to the rest of the house, but they prefer the basement. And man, whenever I come over, they were originally mine. I gave them my brother when I moved away, and man, they are just so happy to get on me and claw the shit out of me, and I love it. They're both horribly obese. I don't know what to do about it. I think they might have a thyroid condition. Buster Brown, you're still in here, right? Yes? Cool. Buster Brown's still present, still accounted for, and here comes the host of the show. Thank goodness. That dragged on too long.
Well, I really had to pee.
I just started rambling.
About what?
Mostly the cat.
Okay, well,
both of them, really.
Okay, so tell me about our friend here.
That's Buster Brown.
Buster Brown, I love it.
Mm-hmm, that's about all I got. Is there a thing on the bottom of Buster Brown that tells you where Buster Brown was made?
No, it says mad, and then the sticker got ripped off.
Okay, so we don't know of Buster Brown's origin.
No, I grabbed it off a guy's porch. I Venmo'd him $25 ahead of time.
You bought it?
Well, look at this face.
You bought that bust?
You look at this face, and you tell Buster that he didn't deserve a home.
You bought Buster.
Just today.
That's weird. You bought a brown bust that you're now trying to give a personality.
I asked you to ask him. I haven't had time to talk to him.
Is it like a sexual thing?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, he's very smooth.
It's wood.
Clearly. Well polished.
So good. So did I miss
I
anything
got a
else?
Donald Duck nose vibe going on with the lips.
Yeah. Sure.
Like
He's
a
doing a
beak.
duck lip. He's doing a duck lip.
We can break away from the bus thing whenever you're ready.
You know, I just saw myself in the monitor, and I was thinking my friend Ryan posted on Facebook, hey, what do people do when they got to wear headphones and they got curly hair? And I'm just looking at myself like, well, probably not this.
I mean, you've been wearing bandanas and shit for years. Just kind of tuck it back.
But I look like Bill Murray from Kingpin. Look at, what is this here? That light is not helping.
I mean, I'm the one that's balding.
You're right. You're the one
Why
that should
you
be
complain?
insecure. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
I'm the victim here.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone here is the problem.
Yeah, it could be from the years of smoking cigarettes. It could be from, genetics, mostly, probably. It could be from the stress of the last 10 years of my life.
What? What are you
I don't
doing?
know. I'm just trying to think of why I'm balding.
I give you 30 seconds. You turn the whole thing into a nightmare.
Dude, I don't know. I don't fucking do podcasts. I just listen to ones where people know what they're doing.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I'm going
I know that
in
you
this-
don't feel like it, but
I feel
I'm
like
in
right
control.
now I'm walking in a cave without a flashlight.
No, this
and
is a
it's just-
safe
I'm
space.
just walking into a pit of darkness. And
I
I
am
have no idea what I'm
completely in
doing.
control here.
Because you pulled away my flashlight. You walked away.
Everything
You just left
is
me there in
fine.
the dark. And
I
know
told
don't
you to
like the
talk to
dark.
Buster Brown.
I talked to Buster Brown, and Buster Brown was not responsive.
Okay, I feel like you weren't really making yourself available to listen.
I named it. I named the bus.
You're really approaching this the wrong way, and you're gonna upset him. So let's start over.
I just burped in the mic again. I'm so sorry.
So, Clay, I really want you to try to listen.
I'm listening.
Buster, are you offended by anything Clay used in reference to you? That's suspicious. Really, I want you to look at his face here.
I'm trying. The monitor's kind of far away.
Do you want to hold him?
No, definitely not. 100% no. No.
Okay, so you're not feeling, he's not communicating to you at all? Do you feel like he's shut you out a little bit?
No, it's not the fucking crystal skull from Indiana Jones 5 or whatever the hell that was. No, I'm not going to fucking communicate with this inanimate object.
Okay, well, we're not going to get anywhere with that.
Well, good.
No, when you're
Jesus.
ready.
I thought that was a dead topic anyway.
No, when you're ready to talk to Buster Brown.
There is more life in the actual Buster Brown than there is in the conversation about Buster Brown. That's all I'm saying.
That's hurtful.
He doesn't have ears. He can't hear me.
He doesn't have ears, you're right.
Thank you.
Well, thank God.
Onward and upward.
I was worried he was
What
going to
are
be
we
upset.
talking about?
We were talking about Buster Brown. I had to pee. Where were we before that? I think we were position. I think we were changing. We were talking about pedophiles,
transitioning out of
pedophilia.
the pedophilia and cancel culture thing, yeah. And how people are still trying to oh, I did this wrong thing, but I don't want to admit to doing this wrong thing because I was also doing something that got me a lot of money while doing the wrong thing. And
So you don't have any sympathy.
fucking no, fuck that guy.
Good, because I didn't either. But I just wanted. I needed you to check my vibe. Really, was the plan.
The non-consensual and out actions that happen outside of the usual general moral compass. I just think that's a thing that people should pay attention to, and they shouldn't be forgiven for it because it's wrong to bang underage people and to abuse your power as some sort of stupid fucking celebrity.
Yeah,
That's my opinion on that.
fame authority.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just piling garbage on my piano over here. Ignore
I'm
me.
just piling garbage on this
So
conversation.
what else? So what about the great plight of our generation? What are you really worried about for your people?
Financial stability.
What does that mean? Like independence?
Well, everything's being inflated more and more over time.
Like Bitcoin?
The economy is losing its stability more and more. And if there really even was a stable economy for our generation.
Well, that's the thing. It's an illusion, isn't it? I kind of feel like, and there's people represented in this group that I love, but I feel like the country was really made for baby boomers.
Oh, my mother just texted us and said, we are watching The Language.
What did you say?
I think that she's calling me out for cursing.
Did you say something?
I've been saying the F word.
Oh, fuck.
She might have been there when I said hard-dicked pedophilia.
Well, that was hard. That's probably what she's talking about.
I thought it was good though.
No, I think that's what she meant though, because it was a good point to illustrate the kind of evil that you're
it's
talking
a
about.
metaphorical hard.
But it's an affront to my morals to hear such language.
I mean, if you're on social media, you're going to hear those words anyway.
Maybe I'm not though. Maybe it's all outgoing for me. You don't know me.
That's not true.
You don't know my journey.
We were using profanity and jokes when we were toddlers. Or just above toddlers.
Toddlerdom.
Like 4 or 5 years old. It doesn't matter. No, yeah, but that's,
Yeah, you're a mess. It's
you
okay.
gotta give me a direction here.
No, you got to get it out. You got to just let it all out.
Let what out?
Whatever
Let
you
what
got.
out?
You got plenty of stuff.
Everything's horrible.
You're driving.
Everything's horrible. Everything's going downhill. It's
What do
not
we
gonna
do
be
about that?
uphill
What do we
anytime
do
soon.
about that?
The only people that really are afloat are the people that are rich, that want to stay rich and don't want to do things like have pedophile rings.
Oh. So you mean
There's a small group of people that are going to be just fine, and we're not in it. And those people are good, hard-working, rich people that then had to stop working hard because they didn't have to anymore, and then they just step on the little people to maintain their wealth.
Well, me and Joe would Joe and I
not
were
fucking minors.
Yeah, Joe and I were talking about that today, about like the status quo thing that we complained about so much. Really what that's about is like there has to be a subservient class to maintain the quality of life that the higher classes are,
But why can't everyone just be given a comfortable share and not have like trillions of dollars poured into?
Because then who's going to do the
budget
dishes?
That we don't need as much of a budget for.
But who's going to do the shit nobody wants to do? Like nobody wakes up.
Everyone can do the shit. Everyone has to wake up in the morning and wipe their own ass when they go to the bathroom, right?
Oh man, here we go.
So let's just expand that idea. Everyone brushes their teeth to get the shit out of their teeth.
Some people don't brush their teeth, dude. It's fucking crazy how many people don't brush their teeth every day. It's so weird.
It's the idea. You're raised to do things to maintain yourself and your well-being, right? Unless you have horrible, upbringings. But that's not what I'm getting at. You're raised to do simple things like wipe your ass, bathe every once in a while, things like that. Take out the trash when it's full. Everyone has to do things that they don't want to do. So let's just make everyone do things they don't want to do to help out everyone. I don't have any really hard structure on that. I'm just spitballing here.
Well, we need to work on that because
saying
people.
that there doesn't have to be a class system.
But that's what the underclass always says.
Well, I am in the underclass. I'm broke as dick right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know if at the end of the month, in what, like 6 days, I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to pay rent and for my ridiculous fucking health insurance, because that's what happens on the 1st. And I want to be honest. I'm just worrying about that tomorrow because today's my day off, and I worked the last week straight. My last day off was last Monday. I worked Tuesday through fucking Sunday, and today I don't have to do anything and worry about anything. Today is my day to do what I want to do. And what did I do? I slept in. I looked at my phone for about 2 hours. I went to the gym. I love that. Love the endorphins. Feels great. And then I played some video games. Then I came here, and now we're talking about patter asses and
what?
Economic instability.
So, Jesus fuck! I mean, you're bumming everybody out.
Am I bumming everyone out,
No,
or am I just
it's a bummer.
Too woke for the rehab?
So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing is like I think it sounds like a good idea. And I read a book about this. That
the road.
No, well, that's how I feel. That's how I feel a lot of the time when I'm driving my car. Yeah, great. The movie didn't really hit the mark that the book did. The book was really great.
Well, yeah, but that was a Viggo Mortensen, though. He's a great actor.
He is good, and the cinematography was excellent.
That movie was really interesting.
I just thought the angles were. I would have played it less sentimental and more. I didn't watch the movie. I'm gonna be straight up.
Oh, there's a moment where they're eating dinner together in this bunker, and like they cut each other's hair. Him and his son.
Yeah, I remember this from the book.
Yeah, it's just a really nice scene, and they just seem like genuinely happy.
Oh God.
Because like they're experiencing this thing that they kind of felt was lost.
Meanwhile, they also carry a gun around in case they have to shoot themselves in the head before they're eaten.
Yes, not unlike the ending of The Mist, the movie, not the book.
Awful.
The book didn't have that ending.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Let's not get into it. This is.
Did we ever talk about Wild Thing?
We talked about Wild Things. We could talk about it more, but there was really a bigger focus towards Caroline and her her efforts as a local musician.
Oh, that was that
and
same
just
episode.
Dynamite individual.
That was nuts.
And then we talked about Wild Things on and off throughout the episode. Maybe like 10 minutes here, then like 20 minutes there, and then we just kind of just did whatever we wanted for like an hour.
Yeah, that was a good time.
There was a dark time there too, though. I remember it.
There's a clip from that on our Instagram for the show at Jacob V Weekly on Instagram. I think it's on my overlay here. If you can decipher all the hieroglyphics around the border.
You on Instagram?
You should follow the show on Instagram
That's
because
the
you're
show,
in
sorry.
one of the show clips that get posted
realize
there.
that.
Yeah, that's Joe's project. Is Joe got this new MacBook, and to learn all the software, I'm making him do clips.
Joe, that's a good boy, that Joe.
He's a very intelligent, kind spirit, eager to learn. You know what I mean? He's a real blank canvas, that one.
I don't think his canvas is blank, but I just think that he's a genuine.
No, I mean
nice fella.
I meant in terms of potential, not necessarily in terms of offering. Sorry, my Roomba's upset.
I was just about to say, what is that?
That is Alfred is stuck.
Alfred's stuck? Do you want me to move Alfred?
If you could get Alfred, and if you could grab me a seltzer water while you're over there.
Oh, okay. Are you sure you didn't make Alfred do that so I get you a seltzer water?
I don't have that power. That would be awfully manipulative. That'd be cool. I thought you were going to say, can I make Alfred do it? And if Alfred could start grabbing me seltzer, I'm really bleeding. The cat really got me. I mean, there may be claw embedded in my arm meat. In my very flesh and blood. Like, what is this here? Just put him back on his charging pad. Over by the hi-fi, to the right of the hi-fi by the giraffe. Okay, maybe it's getting out of hand down here. Caddy corner from you. Look. The giraffe under the hobo bear. Pick him up, but don't pick him up by his tank because it'll come off and you could drop the whole thing. Thank you, baby. Oh, it's cold? Yes, girl. And then we'll take the Roomba. So, yes, we were just talking to Clay about Jacob V Weekly on Instagram. Make sure you're following the show on Instagram. There's a Filet-O-Fish clip from our Celebrity Bum Fights episode that we just posted today. This is episode 19 of Jacob V Weekly. The podcast is sort of under construction because we have big plans for our 20th episode, which is next week. First week of March is going to be our 20th episode. 20 weeks of Jacob V Weekly. We're gonna have to shoot some components of that episode ahead of time to accompany the live component. It's going to be very, very exciting. So that's why there was a 10-day lag between episodes 18 and 19, because there's going to be about a similar 9-day lag between now and our next full episode because of all the fun content we are planning. We're currently moving things around for having live bands perform for and on the show. We have exciting and new guests coming along. Clay, Emma is mad that we're talking about pedophiles and mukbangs.
In the same podcast?
No. Instead of me talking to her about what she's doing, she's mad, I think.
Well, what's Emma doing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on the show anytime.
She's an accomplished hairstylist, correct?
And activist and just all-around good
activist.
dude. You know what I mean?
Also, always has dynamite hair color.
Yeah, she's the cornerstone of my community. She's the wind beneath my wings.
She has 2 very lovely dogs.
At least 2.
At least. For who knows at this point, really. But
I haven't been over there in
the
a minute.
2 I've met are lovely.
Mm-hmm. I really got hurt.
Did you? The cat get you good?
I'm going to be fine.
You'll be fine.
I mean, I'm not going to tell the cat what happened. It's not direct enough feedback at this point. He's not going to internalize it in a way that's going to be productive.
Are you getting another dog?
You know, that's hard because we really thought we were like really about to. You know, we found this one that we really loved, but then of course he was really popular, and he found a different home, which was great because he's going to get to see his littermate brother more, and that's fantastic.
That's always good.
And then we got contacted about this other one, but then we went to actually meet him, and then it turned into, actually you're second in line, and we didn't tell you that until you already got here. I'm like, I wouldn't have come out here to meet a dog in a pandemic.
We had the same thing when we were looking at this apartment literally down the street from you.
Oh, yeah.
Not relating a rental property.
It's like, why are you going to let me come look at it if you already have somebody lined up, dude?
Well, no, this is what happened. So we were scheduled to see the place on Tuesday, and then there was people scheduled to see it on Wednesday. But then they canceled our Tuesday and pushed it to Thursday. So by the time we actually went and saw it and loved it, the Wednesday people already saw it, and they put in their applications first. But shouldn't we have had a little bit of like an accelerated process because we wanted to see it Tuesday? Didn't we get kind of duped? Didn't we get kind of bent over the barrel, figuratively speaking?
Can you say that?
Bent over the barrel?
Is that allowed?
Bent over the barrel?
But is that an okay thing to say?
I didn't just like explode after I said it, so I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Bent over the barrel.
What are we complaining about again?
I just think that everything's unfair sometimes.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's a general statement.
No, that's fun to say everything sometimes.
Everything's unfair sometimes.
Everything is unfair sometimes.
Yeah, you should get it on a t-shirt. I like it.
What about hoodies? Because I've been really trying to work on an idea for a hoodie.
I was literally spending 10 minutes looking for a good hoodie before I came here.
You motherfucker. 2
hoodies that I own are missing. Probably because my partner wears them and then puts them in her laundry basket and then forgets about them. I have one really good hoodie that I like, but I wore it to the gym today and it got heavily saturated in sweat.
Gross.
Yeah, heavily.
Yeah. How much would you pay me for a good hoodie?
I would pay you for your product. How much would it cost you to make a hoodie?
Well, that's kind of based off how many I do.
I wouldn't spend more than $25 on a hoodie from a podcast that my brother started in his basement.
Wow.
However, if you accelerate it a little bit and just kind of like got a little bit more up there, I'd say like 35 was my cap. And I'd pick it up. There'd be no shipping and handling involved. But I love you and I support you. I think $25 is fair.
35 for you with no shipping.
For a cut of cotton with some screen printing.
It's going to be an exclusive logo. It's going to be limited to 100 units, brother. It's the $70,000 hoodie.
You have 100 people that are currently following your podcast that will buy that?
I could move 100 units.
You probably could move 100 units.
I could definitely move
I would just hate for you to invest in a bulk number and then have just cardboard boxes full of hoodies in your basement.
Well, and
there's
that's
no
not
room
what
for
I
cardboard
want.
boxes of hoodies down here.
Absolutely. And that's why the initial run is 100, limited, never to be repeated. It's
Speaking of which, you should plug this pool table and let someone fucking buy it off you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If anybody wants my fucking pool table, a couple $100, get it the fuck out of here. You can have all the sticks. I got a half bottle of Johnson's baby powder that goes with it. I got all the balls too, fucker.
Pool cues.
I got all the cues. I got all the sticks. All right, brother?
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. It's heard. He's got the balls and the sticks. He's got the stick and the balls. Sticks and the balls.
And the table.
And the table.
And it's, you know what? I got that cover on Amazon for like $40, but it's
really
like a nice
fake brown leather cover.
Yeah, a nice vinyl cover that looks almost like leather. If you're drunk, if one were to be intoxicated and happened upon that vinyl cover, they may mistake it for leather. Is all I meant.
Mm-hmm. Probably, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I've seen similar things at like let's not get into it. It's fine.
Now Emma's telling me when we're going to record my podcast with her. So just
you have to work around her schedule. She's very busy.
She is very busy.
Very busy.
You know what I mean? And she does not miss an appointment.
It's good. I'm happy for her. Yeah. Boy, I'm just really hitting the wall here. I don't really know. I want to be able to put more driving into this. Thank goodness.
Bug, thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah, no, I tried my best.
So, Jacob V. Weekly.
Episode.
Jacob V. Weekly, this is a bonus visit from my baby brother because we missed an episode last week.
The Walking Dead, where half the episodes are them walking down train tracks. Very similar. It's a filler episode.
Now Emma's mad because she's like, I'm watching.
That's what you get.
Like, of course we know. God is good, guys. Jacob V. Weekly is actually going to be back Wednesday evening for a traditional next episode. Then next week, our big 20th episode of Jacob V. Weekly.
Yeah.
coming right at you. We're going to start having live guests. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Jacob V Weekly, JACOBVIWEEKLY. I don't know if that spelling helped anybody at all.
Is it Ley or Ly?
Weekly, LY.
I didn't know if you were throwing a little spin on it.
I'm going to throw an incorrect extra E in
what
there.
What about WEEKLEI?
No. Don't do that. No one's going to get there right. Everyone's going to start following some other... Shut up!
What about Weekly? WEEKLAY.
Make sure you follow Jacob V Weekly wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Podbean, iTunes. You can Bing it. You can find original music by Jacob V on Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, Apple Music. Clay, do you have anything you want to plug?
Disc.
You want to plug any? I don't have any CDs. I got like 9 CDs.
What would I want to plug? I have nothing to plug. The only thing that I own is a shitty 03 Corolla.
That's like the most Larry David thing you've ever said. What would I have to plug? I have nothing to plug. I have an 03 Corolla. I don't know who that voice is, but that was the energy I was getting.
Yeah, that's probably what I sound like.
You know I love you, right?
I love you, and I appreciate you asked me to be on your show at such short notice.
I just needed the companionship.
With little preparation time. I literally did about 15 minutes of just listening to hard research before coming on here.
Of what?
Mostly it was the Chris D'Elia 9.5 minute.
You refuse to say his name correctly.
D'Elia?
It's D'Elia.
Dahlia.
I feel like we just roasted the shit out of him too. So like we keep bringing him up because we're...
Well, I never really liked his face, and I don't think other people have either, or else he wouldn't keep getting cast as a fucking pederast.
Well, we solved that one.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we'll see you Wednesday night.
# canceled.